climate. What is climate? Climate is the average weather in an area over hundreds of years. To figure out the climate in a certain location, you will need to calculate the average temperature of that certain area spanning across different seasons through many years. Often, when we talk about climate, we will also include the most extreme common weather condition in the area as well. To understand climate, we first need to understand weather. What is weather? Weather describes the atmospheric conditions or air in a certain area. The weather conditions tells us if the air carries anything like snow, rain, thunderstorms, or clouds. The weather is very important to our everyday lives, since we often discuss it and check the weather before leaving our houses. Weather is how we dress accordingly before we head outside and how we plan our days beforehand. Why do we have different weather conditions depending on the month, you ask? It is because of the planet we live on. Because Earth rotates around the solar system and itself, its position in the solar system matters, since it determines our season and weather condition. The Earth takes approximately 365 days to rotate around the Sun, which is considered a year. When the Earth is rotating around the Sun, some places get direct sunlight and some places do not. The temperature of a certain place is determined by the amount of sun rays that reaches the surface. This means that weather conditions are affected by how many rays reach the surface. For example, in the winter, we get less sunlight than we do in the summer. There are 4 main seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Each season lasts around 3 months. In spring, the weather is very nice. It is not too hot or cold. This nice temperature allows for plants and flowers to start growing. Because of how nice the weather is and how frequent rain is around spring, many people will start planting fruits and vegetables. Animals get out of their hibernation during this season. Spring is usually between March to May. In summer, it is super hot. This season has a lot of sunny days. This season allows for many people to plant flowers, fruits, and vegetables because they can grow in the weather conditions during this time period. Summer usually happens between June to September. In fall, temperatures will gradually decrease. A lot of fruits and vegetables during the season can be harvested. Leaves from trees will start to change colors from green to red and start falling to the ground. Fall is usually between September to November. In winter, it is very cold. During these seasons, there will be snow, hail, or even freezing rain. Because of how cold it is, many animals will go into hibernation. Winter usually happens between December to February. Weather is not just rain, snow, or sunny days. It can also be very dangerous sometimes. Extreme weather can also happen. Here are some examples of extreme weather. Wildfires. Areas with many forests are prone to forest fires in the summer when it is very hot and dry and the sunlight is at its peak. Many animals get harmed because of wildfires. Extreme storms. There can be many types of storms, namely rain or snowstorms. Some places even have sandstorms. The type of storm depends on the type of climate conditions an area experiences. Cyclones or hurricanes can also occur when many storms happen in the ocean. The storm can bring large bodies of water near land. When cyclones reaches land, it can cause thunderstorms, heavy rains, and strong winds in that area. This can harm a lot of animals, buildings, and people. Earthquakes. Earthquakes occur when land starts moving and cracking. Many man-made buildings, humans, and animals are damaged because of the shaking of the Earth's surface. Tsunamis. Tsunamis are a result of earthquakes. The land under the ocean can also start cracking and moving, causing there to be very strong ocean waves. We call these ocean waves tsunamis. When these waves reaches land, it can cause a lot of damage and harm a lot of lives. Now that we understand how weather works, let's move on to the longer period of weather. It is climate. Climate is the average weather that takes over a very long period of time, usually around 30 years. There are some animals that can only survive in a certain climate. For example, penguins can only live in cold, snowy places. Penguins need a colder climate in order to survive. The natural home or location of the penguin is called a habitat. There are different climates all around the world. Some of them are unique to specific locations around the world. Unfortunately, as humans advance and progress, climates are getting worse and worse. For every advancement we make, we are slowly harming our delicate climates and ecosystems. How? One way that humans are causing harm is through deforestation. Deforestation is when humans cut down a forest. By cutting down such a large amount of trees, it can lead to an increase in greenhouse gases because there are not enough trees to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. This action can lead to a hotter climate. Another way that humans are causing harm is through pollution. The pollution can range from air pollution, water pollution, and even sound pollution. These type of pollution can cause harm to humans, animals on land, and animals in the ocean, as well as lead to a hotter climate. What we do can sometimes cause permanent damage to an area, which can harm the ecosystem in that specific area immensely. Because of the damage that we've caused, there are rapid changes in weather during seasons. Sometimes it rains when it is not supposed to and snow when it is not supposed to. These changes are because of climate change. People and governments all around the world are working together to stop the climate change. Like what you've learned? Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more future content.